Hello, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it broke down. Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea what happened.
I can't see you, Phil.
Oh, I think my better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was turned off for some reason. Let me just save the first part. Stop. Is the mic working again? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Go with it. Yeah. So basically, a lot of doing a lot of races and respecting the rest, the recovery time afterwards. So the period, the 1 week period just after every single race, I would fully respect the not running policy.
So you don't do anything for a week?
Yeah, I will go usually race on the weekends, and I will go run 10K on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
The idea being you need to do some kind of movement with the legs to unstiff them.
Yeah.
So, you run to the ground basically.
Yeah.
And then you're like working for 48 hours, then moving the legs again so that you know that everything is in proper order and everything. Like 10K 1 hour. Like easy pace.
Yeah.
But basically getting the motion, everything right, and then you stop again for the full week. And then when you restart progressively. You just don't go from 0 to 200K per week.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
You just go roll back again. For me, I can basically my 0 to whatever kilometer switch on off is about 60-70 kilometers per week.
Yeah.
Right. So that I know I can do this one. Whatever it is for you, you have to find your spot, but you have to know where your limit is. If your top week is 70K, don't go 0 to 70, right? That's just common sense. But I see people do it, and I'm like, and then you got injured.
Yeah. I think you need to listen to your body, don't you? You should.
I do listen to my body.
Yeah, because I know that when I can and when I can't.
Yeah.
Like I knew exactly after the marathon when I could go for a recovery run or not.
Yeah.
That my body won't tell me and be like, don't be crazy, don't do it.
For the recovery,
you
pick your time, whatever you want to do. To me, it's between a week or 2 weeks, depending what I do.
Yeah.
But during that week, it's basically what the body tells you.
Yeah.
If the body tells me, I want to go for a quick run, I would go for a quick run. If I want to bike, I will bike. But I want to do anything, I don't do anything. Just basically let the body dictate what you want to do.
Definitely.
But that's only for recovery.
Yeah.
Right. When you recovered, if you're in full training mode, and your body is telling you, I don't want to go today, you don't listen to your body.
No.
Because that's the moment you work. Right?
Yeah.
So it's really different. Recovery period is very different from training period.
I think in training mode, it's not really your body, it's more your brain, isn't it?
Yeah. It's exactly. The body communicates through the brain, so you don't really know what's going on. Basically. But basically that's it. Yeah, it's much more like responding to the impulse on recovery period, and then being a dictator to yourself during training. And I think that's the key. I mean, so that the only moment I would listen to my body or my mind during training period is that I know I have a kind of a pain that's a long-term pain. It's not like it's not like a torn muscle or something. It's like, no, that's a ligament.
Yeah.
And that's not like I didn't drink enough water ligament. It's like, you need to take care of that.
Yeah.
So that's a different things too. But the main idea is like, be a dictator to your body when you're training. It's like, you already did trainings like that. A lot of people do it too, and you basically, your body can do it, but
Yeah.
your mind, you're going to talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And so that's why during these periods, it's like I'm a nightmare. It's like I hate myself during those periods, especially the moment when you increase damage, because you're doing at the beginning, so you go like 0K because it's your recovery. Then you go 70, and then you're gonna go 120, then 150, then 170, and then like maybe 180, 90, and then 200. And as you can see, it's not a linear progress of mileage. It's much more, an asymptote. Like you start fast and then you just start to plateau.
Yeah.
And that's good because that's technically. But when you increase these two things, you're like, you really hate yourself from doing it. But when you're up there on the plateau of actually being running already 180K for 3 weeks in a row, the fourth week is pretty easy,
Yeah.
And then if you slow down a little and you do 150, you're still doing 150 kilometers a week, right?
Yeah.
But you're like, that feels like nothing.
Yeah.
So it's all about how you cook a frog. You put it into cold water, and then you boil the water, and then it just passed out.
Yeah.
But if the water is hot, you cannot put the frog into the water.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So you start slowly and try to boil yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no particular training after June.
Yeah.
Nothing. But the thing is, when you say no training, basically, I mean that 130 kilometer in 20 hours, 3 weeks before the Tour de Géant was the last long run for Tour de Géant.
Yeah.
And Tour de Géant was
the last long run before the next one.
Before the Pyrenees.
Yeah. Yeah,
when you look at it, it seems absolutely insane to do 200 miles and then you basically skipping 3 weeks and then you're going for 800 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's like it does sound insane. Even when I say it to myself, it's like, wait, what? It doesn't sound natural.
Yeah.
But when you're in it, you're like, it does make sense.
And
because you're always on that sustained running.
Yeah.
I think the key to multi-day ultra running and things like that is to be able to find your spot where you're basically not spending any kind of energy that you didn't put in your body in the day.
Yeah.
Right. So, I was bored at the end. I just want to finish the crossing of the Pyrenees. Bored is not the good term because it was absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
But I just was sick of it, wanted to finish.
Yeah.
But because I was in the routine, I knew exactly what we need to do. Deliver the 50K per day, find food, find water, find a place to sleep, and go back at it.
Yeah.
And I was in that sweet spot where I knew exactly what was going on and what's going to happen. So I was sustaining everything. I was not, I had no blisters. I had nothing was burning down.
Yeah.
The thing that was really heating up was my feet.
Yeah.
Because the terrain is really demanding.
Yeah.
And was not following one of the main paths. I was actually following more technical parts.
Yeah.
And that's really destroy your feet because you're basically on giant blocks all the time and things like that.
Yeah.
My feet were bruised from the inside.
Oh.
So I was feeling that, and I was feeling that I had a little bit of pain in my feet at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Every day, but the time at which I was meeting that point was kind of crawling back up in the day.
Yeah.
It's still pretty late, so it was after 14 hours.
Yeah.
And I was doing 17 hours a day of running.
Yeah.
So I have 14 hours, so I still have a pretty good time. But you see what I'm saying? So that was the only thing that I was like, I knew because of the terrain that I was going off and that was not sustaining.
Yeah.
But I was losing about half an hour per day.
Yeah.
So that's all right because, it's not half an hour per day, it's going to go like this, but it basically gave me about 10 more days of talk if I needed to. So that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You said earlier that by running more and more, you learn about your kit, what you need and what you don't need. And that basically you only need a small backpack rather than a hiking pack with every single
Yeah.
thing you can think of. What are the important piece of kit you could not go without?
A safety blanket.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. That I will not go on the trail without a safety blanket. It's the one piece of equipment that is 20 grams.
Yeah.
That you wish you never need to use it.
Yeah.
But when you need it, you wish you had two. Because that stuff is absolutely incredible. I know most of the people just think it's a mandatory kit they put in their backpack because they put it on the registration list.
Yeah.
But if you ever have, I mean, I've seen people needing some safety blankets in the wild, and I gave them my safety blanket, and that's all right. That's what it's made for. It's not. It's made for emergencies. It's not necessarily made for you. But that person didn't have a safety blanket, and from the way she was shaking, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad, and that's why I would never go out with a safety blanket. Now, if you think about going on adventures and stuff like that, it's much more about where you're going and what's your sleep ability. Because if you know you're going to be in refuge at the time, you don't need, a tent or a mattress or things like that. So it gets really easier to pack everything.
Yeah.
If you have all your logistic handled, you basically can go with the daily pack. That's even easier, right? I would actually pick, beside the safety blanket, I would pick a really good pair of shoes with Vibram soles.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing multi-days and things like that, your shoes are going to be shredded.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the picture I updated about my shoes, but basically my shoes are destroyed, like slammed, and the only thing that's still good is the sole.
Yeah.
It's like perfect. It looks brand new. And to me that's really important because this is your single point of contact with the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's not working, you have a big problem because if I didn't have a good quality outer soles to have a good contact at some moments, I would be there. You see what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you're like really committed. There's sometimes I was like hanging in the air and stuff like that, and basically had to crawl down some rocks, and the slope was absolute madness. I mean, and I was like, if I didn't have proper shoes there, I could not pass. Because I would have missed the grip required to do that. And some shoes have a good grip, but when you're doing really long, you cannot change your shoes when they're destroyed after 500 kilometers. The shoes I had, now they're gone, they're retired. They have 3,000 kilometers on them, and the sole is still intact.
Oh, really? That's really good.
You see what I'm saying? That's a really good indicator that it's proper quality. And the first thing I did when I came back, because I knew my shoes were dead, I was like, I bought exactly the same pair of shoes twice.
Yeah.
I just bought two other pairs.
Yeah.
Because, But, a good pair of shoes. And then it's whatever you want for the kit, honestly. I mean, I've been using very light kit because I have amazing sponsors that make, like, crazy kit. My tent is 500 grams.
All right.
Yeah, and it's a 3-layer tent, it's a proper tent, pre-season, absolutely beautiful. The sleeping bag can go minus 10 degrees, and it weighs 500 grams.
Yeah.
And the volume is about 1.5 liters.
Yeah.
And others would be for equivalent quality of sleep and down. You will go twice the volume and twice the weight.
Yeah.
But it's just that good, So the tent is made by Nordisk, the sleeping bag is made by Yeti, and all of those are top-notch products that basically save you more than the weight on your backpack, it saves you space. Because actually, you will find out if you start to do some adventures and things like that, the main problem is actually not the weight, it's the volume it takes in your backpack. Because the volume means motion on your back.
Yeah.
And you don't want motion in your back, you want it to be tight and fit. to it, it follows you, it be a part of your body. And so that's why I was able to fit absolutely everything in only 20 liters.
Oh, wow.
You know, I have to tend to, 20 liters. I mean, if you realize how small it is.
It is very small.
Put absolutely everything you need.
Yeah.
I had everything. I had, extra pair of socks.
Yeah.
But by the way, the socks and the underwear are the only thing you should have in double.
You should have in double.
Yeah, I didn't have another shirt.
No.
I didn't have another pair of shorts. You see what I'm saying? It's like you need one of each.
Yeah.
Because you have one of each, well, take the best quality.
Yeah.
Because you're going to shred it into pieces. I mean, you're going to test it to the point where it's going to collapse on itself. And if you have a fine tech T-shirt, I can guarantee you it's going to burn you to hell if it's not properly. If it doesn't fit you properly or things like that. So the kit, for me, the most important for adventure racing is that the kit has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay is not okay.
No.
Okay is shit. Because, sorry for my French.
No, it's okay.
But okay is not at all okay. Because okay means after 10 days, the thing doesn't work anymore, it's broken.
Yeah.
And broken, it means you don't have the item and you have some dead weight.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing that can happen. And then you have a missing item in your kit.
Yeah.
So, best quality, because otherwise it's not going to hold. It's not going to hold.
Yeah.
I would not necessarily go for the most lightweight all the time.
Yeah.
You're looking for functionality more than weight.
Yeah.
So of course you're looking at the functionality rate ratio.
Yeah.
That's a given. But the functionality of what you can do, like every single piece of your kit, you should be able to use it.
Yeah.
For different purposes.
All right. Yeah.
For example, my rain jacket is a part of my thermal combination.
All right. Yeah.
Right. So it's my outer layer to bring warmth and keep warmth from my warm layer and my t-shirt. So you have a 3-layer system with things like that. Gloves, for example, I have other head fully weatherproof gloves.
Yeah.
And in which I have regular gloves.
Yeah.
And what it does is that if it's not raining, you can just put your regular gloves.
Yeah.
If it's raining and hot, you can just put the outer layer.
Yeah.
If it's raining and cold, you can put both.
Yeah.
And most importantly, if it's all wet and everything has been through, you can dry them individually.
Yeah.
You dry faster, and you don't have that blurriness that you have to go on and off because it's a warm, waterproof one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't dry. So you have to go with knowing which functionality you want to bring on the tray, and then kind of like every single situation, what combination of your kit you want to use. The glove for me is a great example. And also I did, for example, the entire crossing with a long sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because I know that t-shirt has a range of temperature for me that goes from, I will wear it as a base layer from any kind of cold temperature.
Yeah.
Because after I have stuff on me, up to 25 degrees.
Yeah.
So I know that if I'm in that range, what I'm expecting, and it was in October, so of course I would do that, but I'm not going to need to remove the sleeves anything. I couldn't just roll them up a little to the elbow, and that would be fine, and I would be able to thermoregulate like that.
Yeah.
And so that means that I don't have an extra t-shirt, or I don't need extra sleeve for anything.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And so you have the functionality is driven by the environment.
Yeah.
Those functionality you need are driven by the environment. And then it's your call to make the decision of like which item is going to cover the most of the functionality with the minimal weight and the best quality possible, so that it doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah.
I had a pretty heavy duty backpack. It's pretty heavy. It was 600 grams, which is heavy for a backpack.
Yeah.
But it's a fully waterproof one.
Yeah.
And it's extra durable. I can basically slam it on granitic rocks
and
it not tear apart.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a really important thing, because
Yeah.
It did happen that I fell on granitic rock and it didn't even have a scratch.
Yeah.
So that it was still waterproof.
Yeah.
You see, things like that.
Yeah, you have to make some compromises.
Backpacks that are like 200 grams, 250 grams.
Yeah.
But if you fail, you have a scratch, game over.
Yeah. And then trip over.
Yeah, you really have to make the trade between the functionality you need, the resistance, and the weight itself. It's a long process.
Yeah.
I have a list available of my kit. I put it on Run Explorer on Facebook. I put the list and detail why I picked them.
Yeah. I think I saw
Which
the video where you packed the bag, don't you?
Come again?
You had the video where you packed the bag.
Yes, and in the video
I
also
saw
how I made the pack, and then I made the list of all the items.
Yeah.
I had a lot of requests of like, okay, which kit do you actually use? And I put a full disclaimer of like, some of those are from my sponsors, and fully stated. I mean, I'm not trying to fool anyone there. But some of the kit I've been actually using those kit before being sponsored by them, which is absolutely utterly fantastic. It's like, imagine you found the best product you can, and then you try to get a sponsor from the people that make them, and they say yes.
Yeah.
This is ace.
That's the dream, isn't it?
And some of what my sponsor do as a kit, I don't like, and that's fine. I'm not forced to use it, so I don't use it. But the kit I brought in the Pyrenees is, for me, the best I found that fits my needs and my ability to move on the trail and to have that functionality combination. Some of them we pick other things, and that's absolutely fine, of course.
Do you test?
You have to find your balance in exactly what you need, or functionality wise.
Yeah. Do you test everything on your training then to see if it works?
Obviously, yes. Zero trying. Like, you don't try anything on race day.
Yeah.
Like what the heck? Like, no.
I know. So many people are like, "Oh, I've saved my new shoes for the race."
Something that's working.
Yeah.
It's like I had a rain jacket. So my previous rain jacket, it took me about 5,000 kilometers of actual wear to kill it.
Yeah.
Because I made a false movement, fell on running rock, it shred. It was basically like a razor.
Yeah.
And it shred the front.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, that's a shame. It was still working, but now it was gone.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did is I got the exact same one.
Yeah.
Exact same thing as I said for the shoes.
Yeah.
It's like I shredded my shoes. They are destroyed and everything.
Yeah.
But the level of they don't give me any kind of blisters.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable in it, and I can do 3,000 kilometers in them.
Yeah.
Don't change.
Yeah.
Buy the same. I mean, this is really stupid. It seems to be really stupid to say, but I've seen people changing shoes because they need to change shoes, but they don't buy the same model.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, I want the new version. Like, no, you don't want the new version. You want the version that works. If it works for you, what are you doing? Why are you changing it? Yeah. And so basically, I've been, some of it is given by my sponsors, but the rest is also, I basically renewing the t-shirts and the jackets and the shoes, but always going for the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, don't change a team that's winning.
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
Yeah.
If it's not working, what are you doing? You should have already changed 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Right. But and that's the idea. It's like I've seen some people also training for marathons. They were like, "Hey, my shoes are a little bit tight." It's like, so why are you running them?
Yeah.
It's like, but it's expensive. I just bought them. It's like, yes, but injury to your knees is more expensive in time.
Yeah.
So just accept it that you made a bad choice of your shoes, and you're just gonna run 200 kilometers in this pair of shoes, and you go buy a new one.
Yeah.
I club of pair I have here for my road shoes. I had a long time trying to find a good pair of road shoes. I have about 6 or 7 pairs there that are less than 200, 300 kilometers in it.
Yeah, but they didn't work.
At first it was nice and everything.
Yeah.
But after several days and things like that, I was not happy with it.
Yeah.
And so you have to know what you're doing. You know, you have to know your kit, and it's okay to have made a bike decision about buying a kit. We all do it. We have full range of we're never gonna wear that we bought.
Yeah.
And we're just running with 2 t-shirts. We all do it, right?
Yeah.
So just do the same for the shoes, please.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many people get injured because they don't pick the right shoes and they come to the shoes.
Yeah.
I did that myself too.
Yeah.
It almost cost me a knee. So
Yeah. I think the whole lot just shows that before your race, you really need to have sorted everything out, so then you can concentrate on just your race and your running. If you know your nutrition, what works for you, your kit that works for you, you know, you prepared and, like you said, trained for a certain amount, then you're ready, aren't you? And
I don't make any decision during a race.
Yeah. If not, you don't enjoy it.
It's just application of the plan.
Yeah.
And that goes for the kit, so every kind of equipment you can have, and that also for the food strategy, even if I'm really bad at following it, that's another problem, but I know I should, but I'm still working on that part. But also the pace management, things like that. It's like, how do you decide to split the humongous distance you have? So for example, for the Pyrenees, for me, it was like doing 50k per day and going back at it. Right? And I was counting in summits per day. I was like, okay, so I have 2 big ups today, or 3 big ups today. You know? And I was only looking at it in the morning. I was not looking at the enormous amount that we're going to have. Because if you look at I was like, okay, I've been gone for 3 days, I only have to go 650k now. You're like, what the hell I'm doing here? You see what I'm saying? It looks too big. But this is a great scale. But if you're doing an ultra marathon, you're probably going to have like a couple of big uphills or things like that. You can split them by uphills. It's like, no, you don't have to do 40 miles or 42 miles.
No, I don't see my...
go up twice 2 mountains.
Yeah, I don't see my 42 miles as 42 miles. I see it as 10 miles.
Yeah.
So in my head, it's broken down to... So the first part is from there till there. Then it's almost like after the 10 miles, it's a new race, which is from here to there, and then break it down if not.
The key I found in that is that whatever you choose, don't pick a distance as a marker, but rather like a pick a landmark.
Yeah, a landmark. When I reach this point,
to these 3 more miles,
well,
you don't care. You still need to go to the landmark.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You see, like I would pick like a town, the top of a mountain, crossing the river or whatever it is. But and so braking using that is actually making everything so much easier.
Yeah, I've done that with the marathon because the way it was, there was like the first 6 miles were uphill, and the next 6 were downhill to a town. So that was my second one, and the third one was another village. And then I knew the 4th one would be right on top of the mountain, and then after that it was just downhill for the last 2 miles. So I broke it down to like, I'm going to get to Beth Gellet, I'm going to get to Wineval, I'm going to get on top of the mountain, rather than thinking, right, that's 26.2 miles of hell. I just broke it as like, you know, it was like landmarks. Once I reach here, then I would have done uphill, so then I can get my pace higher in the downhill. And once I reach here, I need to pace myself because it's a bit flatter. And then once I'm here, there's the big hill. And then once I'm there, then enjoy the last 2 months. Like, if not, I couldn't have done it in my head. Like, never at one point during the race I thought, oh my god, I still got 25 miles to run. It was always like, alright. Then because I'd seen the route before, I could visualize in my mind, like seeing the road in my mind and saying, right, so I'm going to take this turn, then I'll get to this village, and then, you know, it was like more manageable because I think, like for you, thinking, right, I've got only 14 days to go. You'd be mad in your mind, you'd be like, what?
Doing Tour de Géant, I was actually It was like the first day we did like 30K.
Yeah.
And there was like nobody was talking.
Yeah.
I was bored, like, hey guys, we only have 300 kilometers to go. And everybody had a good crack. Everybody knows nobody counts like that.
Yeah.
But it was like, really looked like, oh boy,
yeah.
Gonna be long. Yeah, and we already up mountain twice and things like that. It was like already like a pretty good day, but
yeah.
it was still 5 boulders basically. So it was fun.
But yeah. I think that's it I've got for you. Unless you want to give me some advice for my first ultra.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
It goes way faster than you think.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that would be my advice for any people doing any ultra, and whether it's the first or number 50 or whatever. It's like, have fun.
Yeah.
Because this is why we do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So just remember, you have to. Oh, I broke my screen. Sorry, I think I broke my screen. Yeah. You really need to have fun out there.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be difficult. You're going to have some low points.
Yeah.
And you're going to have some high points. But in the end, nothing will matter until you cross the finish line. So don't quit. Don't quit on yourself.
Yeah.
I've seen people with perfect body be broken in their mind and giving up on races.
Yeah.
I see it all the time. You look at them and you're like, what are you doing? You're giving up on yourself, but you still have a good legs. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have the guy, that last guy fighting like hell, and he looks like trash.
Yeah.
And you're like, how are you still moving again? The guy is like, it's okay, don't bother, I'm finishing.
Yeah.
And you have the two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You would rather be the last one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You will also have a way better experience too.
Yeah. Well, last year, it's funny you say that, because last year there was the Penclin Ultra, and I was a marshal on it. So I saw different kind of runners. It was really interesting, because there was some that they had missed a page of honesty book or something, and then they're like, oh well, I'm not in my time anymore, so I'm giving up, even though they were like some of the top ones. And you're like, well, that's a bit of a shame. You could have just enjoyed your race, but whatever, it's your choice. And then I was at the finish line for the last one, and he had literally half an hour to finish the last 2 miles, and he was exhausted. And I ran on the beach with him to try to give him support, because it was like 4 a.m. You can imagine, in the dark, a long beach, dreadful for him. But the year before, he missed the cutoff by like an hour, so we knew it was important for him, personally, to finish it, not to miss it by not a lot. So I went, and I was amazed that physically he was absolutely exhausted. His legs were hardly holding him, and I was like, come on, we're going to make it and stuff. And he won't try to sprint on the beach and wobble and almost fall. But his mind was so strong, he was like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm going to finish it. And I could see his body already just was at his last limit. But he did it. And with we had 4 minutes to spare. But he did it, and it was the strength of his mind, nothing else. And that was amazing.
I think everybody, runners and not runners, should witness the last hour of finish of a very difficult course, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But just stand at the finish line to see the most incredible human you will ever see in your life. Yeah. I spent hours at finish line waiting for last finishes.
Yeah.
Many stories like that. It relates to me a lot, but I would have 1,000 of examples of that. But every single time it feels so special that someone will just within the limits just make it, barely. yet he did or she did, and it's utterly amazing. It's like it's the best feeling in the world, because when the cross is done and it's actually motion actually stops. It's like the rush of emotion is amazing.
I mean, when I see like the winner, it looked like he didn't break a sweat on the race. And I mean, I was in awe with him, because like, fair play to him, he's like a great athlete, and he probably had the perfect race, you know, when everything works perfect for you on that one day. And he had it, he broke the time record and everything, and he walked off all happy and nice. And but then that last guy was broken, like so broken, you know, he was walking, I don't know, he was walking after, it was like you could see the pain and how broken he was. But I felt more for him than for the winner. Like the winner, I was like, wow, yeah, you're a great athlete, and like, you know, well done. But the last one, I thought, oh my God, you are so strong. Like your achievement to me is better than the winner's achievement.
It's not all about speed, it's about the experience and the level of commitment.
Yeah.
We can really relate to that, to when someone is like working out, like actually making something good. Yeah, like you look, like it doesn't take much. It's like in a fraction of a second, you know exactly what's going on, and you know someone is in trouble and is in fight. Like I love the fight. It's like I've seen people. Sometimes they win the battle, sometimes they lose the battle.
Yeah.
But most of the time, they have a freaking good fight. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. And this is the only thing that keeps me going back to races.
Yeah.
To see people fight.
Yeah.
It's like they are fighting with each other. You know, they're battling from the inside.
Like, you battle your own self.
Battling for his own soul. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Like during the marathon, I didn't hit the time I wanted, so I was disappointed. But everyone is like, "You're stupid because you've made it, and that's an achievement." Because it's supposed to be like one of the toughest ones, so it's like fair play. But you know, when you have something in your mind, and then what happened is mile 20 or 21, I had two cramps in my thighs and like completely seized up. And you know, when you can't just run through it, it's so I power walk through it. So I dropped my pace and I lost my time target, which I was well above before that. And so I was disappointed, but then everyone's like, but you've done it and stuff, and you didn't give up, you just carried on. And it was a fight with myself. Like I was like, I am not giving up. I've lost my time, but I will not stop. So I just power walked until the cramps went, and then I managed to sprint at the end, so it wasn't too bad. But it is a fight with yourself. Like before that, the race was going fine, and I didn't have to fight. I was happy with my performance and everything. But when that happened, it was like such a blow, and I think it actually made my race better and more interesting. Because if it would have all gone according to plan, yes, I would have been pleased with my time and that everything worked. But I think because I had to fight during my race, it made it better for myself, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It really does.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was really nice to talk to you. And
it was really nice to talk to you.
Thank you. I've started watching the video last night, but
it's a long one.
I'm still quite tired from the weekend, so I haven't watched the whole lot. I'm going to finish it tonight.
Most of the people started the video and they're like, okay, let's watch it later. Most of the people will watch it this weekend or something like that. Usually I release on Tuesday, so I release on Tuesday. And because today is off in France, a lot of people actually watch it right now. I've seen the stats, and it's like Oh, okay. I know what they're doing.
Yeah, but so far from what I've seen, it's beautiful where you've had that.
Yeah,
All the sunrise and sunsets and that. Amazing.
Yeah, basically sunrise and sunset every day. So,
yeah.
And it's the kind of view that never gets old.
Yeah, definitely. I see it here. We've got mountains and the sea, so we got, beautiful views. You should come and do the Penclin Ultra here. This year we're starting 100 miles in 24 hours.
I run a bit in Snowdonia in February.
Yeah.
Went up Snowdon and things like that. I was with a friend from Liverpool and we just drove and run everywhere basically. It was fun.
Yeah, but if you're interested, in June we've got the Penclin Ultra. 100 miles, 24 hours cut off. No, I know. But if you ever get time off...
The Himalayas, I'm doing a 300 miles in the Himalayas.
It's not as nice as Wales.
It's at 14,000 feet up there.
Yeah.
It's on the highway.
I know. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, if you ever come around here, you're welcome, there's a big community around here, so we can sort of long run all together or something,
Awesome.
If it's just for holidays.
I'm receiving a little bit of invitation lately.
Yeah.
The Transpirana is like, hey, if you come to Hong Kong, you can come run with me. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna go to Hong Kong, but shit.
But yeah, if you ever pass by,
I think I have houses of runners open all over the planet, and I'm like, I really want to go run there, but I'm like, I need a budget.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah. So thank you very much, and good luck with the rest.
You too. How long with your first ultra?
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
You should.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Guillaume.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.